Making videos, particularly on your own, can be very challenging. But maybe there's a better way. Recently, I caught up with Norwegian filmmaker Anders Overgaard, who together with his filmmaking friends has started a company called VJUS. Now for the past 2 years, Anders has been filming behind the scenes, and that footage is going into a web series which is being released at the end of November, and it should be really insightful and fun for anyone who works in the video production business or is looking to get into it. Hi Anders, thanks for joining me again.
Hi Adam, great to be here.
Your new web series sounds really helpful for aspiring filmmakers. Can you give us a quick overview?
So I've been working as a freelance filmmaker for almost 15 years, and in the beginning it was really fun, but after a while you realize that working alone isn't healthy because you criticize yourself, you're comparing yourself to others. It creates the creativity, your motivation and everything. So after almost 13 years I said to some friends, can we just start a film company, because I need people to work with more often. So we started a film company, hopefully to make our dreams come true and make filmmaking even more joyful. And we did 2 years ago. Now it's been 2 years and I filmed a lot during these 2 years, and it's really a roller coaster ride. It's really an adventure. So we thought, let's make a series about this and show how we run a film company and how it is to be a human being working in a group with friends, and the tasks we get, the jobs and all the conflicts, the ups and downs. I think that I haven't seen it before, and I think it's interesting to share our story to all other freelance filmmakers out there.
So tell me, how did you bring your team together at VJUS?
So in the film company VJUS, we are 8 people. So those are people I met during my 15 years of freelance filmmaking. And some I met at film school, some I met just in a random film project I did. And one guy I met at making a feature film together with him, and I ended up finding the people I thought I could collaborate the best with, because making movies is so much about emotions and putting yourself in a project to really express yourself and a story, which means you have to be motivated and you have to show. Every small details is shown in a film, and people will realize if a film is made with passion and glow compared to something that's made just because of money. And all the different people in VJUS are from different aspects of a film production. So I do a lot of directing and also cinematography and editing. Morten is a time-lapse photographer. We have Marius is a sound designer, and Nikolai is an animator and VFX, and Thomas is a composer, Dimitri is a drone pilot and stills photographer, and we have Jörn, who's a documentarist, also director, and we have Harald, who's an actor and also a director. So we're kind of the whole aspect of a film production, which makes everything more flexible and less time consuming, because if you have a lot of time, if you use a lot of time, I believe, from the idea is born to the finished product, a lot of the unique ideas and the intuitive ideas can disappear during a production that takes a lot of time, and you may start to overthink too much. So having a flexible crew, and also a crew that can all feel that they are part of the project from day one. Instead of renting in people, we can all be a part of it from day one.
Cool, I like the dynamic approach. Would be good for social media campaigns.
The human aspect of working together as a creative group. I think that's really interesting.
A lot of filmmakers get a bit tech obsessed. How did you go about choosing the right camera for your production company?
I've had the GH4, the Panasonic camera, for as long as I can remember, and I use it for all productions I've done. And Morten Rusta has some Sony mirrorless cameras. So yeah, mirrorless cameras were the ones we started using in VJUS. And we actually used the GH4 for a big commercial, and it went really well. Actually, we were quite satisfied with the cameras, but after the first job we did and we got some money, we thought we should upgrade to a camera which gives us a little bit more natural colors, especially because mirrorless cameras often have some problems with colors. So more dynamic range and colors will make everything. It will be easier to make something high-end, more professional. So we bought the Panasonic EVA 1, and we haven't regretted. It has everything we need, like a built-in ND, slow motion, nice dynamic range, nice colors. It has XLR inputs, yeah, everything we need, so really happy with it.
A lot of filmmakers get caught up with tech spec and owning the latest kit. Are you a bit of a kit junkie?
I think it's really important that you don't focus too much on equipment. And if you have passion and you want to tell a story and your camera is good enough, that's it. You don't need to have the best camera. I know this is a cliche, but that's how it is. And people tend to forget this.
That's true, story is king. But kit is essential and expensive. So how have you gone about building up a wide selection of kit for your production company?
What's so cool is that we have all these different people from different aspects of a film production. So Marius already owns some sound equipment because he's working as a sound designer. And Morten had some time-lapse stuff like a slider. And Thomas has like a keyboard for composing. And I had some Steadicam I made and everything. So we all had also the stuff we needed for most of the productions. So we can share instead of having to buy everything yourself. And that's a way to save money.
Professional filmmaking cameras can be expensive. Shouldn't you just rent one?
If you buy a camera, you can use that camera whenever you want and actually learn how to use it in a proper way. Because if you go to a shoot and you don't own the camera, you will kind of stop yourself from being as creative as you could. So having a camera you know and have a camera that you feel is natural for you to use, I think you will be more flexible on set and get more ideas and yeah, create better films.
So Anders, tell us about the process of getting new clients.
When you do filmmaking and get new clients and you do a good job, people recommend you. And that's what's happened with us the past 10 years or 15 years. Of course, we made a showreel, we made a homepage, we made business cards, and we went to IBC to meet people. And you also had even to ask someone to start selling your products or your company. So that's what we're going to do soon. And also finding other ways to earn money. We have a studio we built. We're renting out the studio. We're also renting out office spaces. So there's some freelancers renting the office with us. And it's important to show the clients that you are honest, show that you are passionate about their making a film for them. So maybe go to their homepage, read a little bit about them, and find and tell them what you think is interesting with the company.
In terms of dealing with clients, what's a good tip for aspiring filmmakers?
I know it's really often when people get their first film job, they don't make a contract, which means, especially for the editing, the post-production, the client can like give you revisions all the time, like maybe 15 times, and you end up using a month on something that could only use 4 days on. So having like a clear revision rounds, like okay, we have 2 revision rounds. That's in the contract. I think that's really a good tip for everyone who wants to work with films.
Revision rounds, got it. So tell me, when will the new series be available?
Making a Film Company series will be available on the Andyax YouTube channel 22nd of November, and also the Facebook page of VJUS, VJUS. And you can actually already see some of the episodes on our Patreon page on Andyax on Patreon. And we're looking really forward to release the episode. There's going to be 1 episode every week. We already started promoting this series on our Facebook page, VJUS. So if you want to see some fun behind the scenes and some promo videos and teasers, you can visit VJUS on Facebook.
As always, Anders, it's been a pleasure.
Great, Adam. Thank you so much for making a video about this. Having help from you is awesome. So thanks for sharing this.
Bye.
Bye.